Hi, it's Tracy here from the PassioKnit Spinner. It's been a while, and I know it's been a while. I'm really sorry. I will get back into normal podcasts. One of these days it is going to happen, but today is not that day. Today is a very exciting video, and that is my Tour de Fleece plans, because Tour de Fleece starts in 4 days. It's my favorite time of the year. I love Tour de Fleece. I've been doing Tour de Fleece for 12 years, maybe? Not quite sure. A long time. Let's just keep it at that. Over a decade. And last year was my most prolific tour ever. I've been spinning so much because I did a lot of tutorials and videos. And I'm excited to do that again this year. But different. I mean, the, spin a lot part. So I'm going to get into my plans first, and then I'm going to tell you a lot of other things that I'm excited for. So first things first, I need to ply a yarn, and it is this yarn here. And if you've been around for longer, you've seen this many, many times before. Can I hold it? Okay, here we go. It's these 4 bobbins. This is a combo spin that I for sure spun on 2 years ago, because my phone just reminded me today that I was spinning on this 2 years ago. And I'm not quite sure if I had started it even before that, but this has been on the bobbins for way too long. I finished spinning the singles, I think this year. It took me forever to spin these because, I mean, they are really fine. But that's not an excuse. I need to ply this. This is the first thing I have on my long list of things I want to do. Ply this yarn to get it finally off the bobbins, because it is gorgeous. This is going to be so pretty, but only when I finish it, So I'm gonna put those bobbins here next to me, because on this side I have the box with all the fiber that I selected so far. So that's the first thing. The next thing I want to do, I want to finish my spindle project. It lives in here, and I finished spinning the first half, and it is done. It's on this spindle here. The spindle is from 3G Woodworks, and the fiber is maybe a Corriedale that I dyed myself many years ago. And this is the first half. And for the second half, I have another 3G Woodworks spindle. They are very similar in weight. And I am going to spin the other half onto that spindle. And so that's the first bit. And then I really want to try that Spindle Lazy Kate that I got for my birthday this year. So that's a big plan. Give that Spindle Lazy Kate a go. So that's things that I want to finish. Now, for all the fiber I've selected so far. And it's not all the fiber I'm gonna spin, I think. Depends on how well this is going, Last year I selected a lot, and I thought, oof, I will never be able to finish this. And then I have a problem with my legs. And then I spun even more than that. So I have no idea. Now, this year's tour, I want to do a lot of sock yarn spinning, because first of all, hand spun socks are the best. But also, I want to do a lot of different tutorials for that. And I have selected fiber for those tutorials, and I've selected fiber for just other things. So, first things I selected is these 2 braids. They were part of the Sunshine Yarns Fiber Club that I was part of like 10 years ago. So this is the colorway Hedwig, and this colorway is called Edward. So 2 very out of date franchises. You know what I'm talking about. So, but these are very similar in color. So I thought I will do a combo ply and just spin each separately on a bobbin and then ply them together for a bit of a larger quantity. They are both superwash merino. So I'm not sure what to do with it after, but that's not the point. I normally do not plan beforehand, you know, I just spin. So these will be plied together. And because it's superwash fiber, it's probably getting quite thin. And then I have another one. It's called Forks, from the same club as Charlie. Oh no, it's Edward. Sorry. And it is also a superwash merino. And this one will definitely become socks for me in the end. So no matter what weight, this will be socks for me. Because those colors are just my happy place. So this will be sock yarn. And I probably do just a normal 2-ply sock yarn. Then I have bats that I carded sometime this year, I think. I have them in here. I have 8 bats in total. And I have already knit a swatch with that because I used these bats. I made these bats for the video on my YouTube channel that I called Combo Spin Beyond the Sliver, because I wanted to show you that there's just more that you can do with a combo spin than just dividing the fiber and spinning it. And I just threw away a bit of yarn. Okay. So here's the swatch that I made with this fiber when I made that video, because this time I spun up a mini skein and knit it into a swatch so you could see what it looks like. And then that's the plan. So I have 8 of those bats, and I think it's about 400 grams in total. And I want to spin those just as a sweater's quantity. And now I have the fiber for the sock yarns that I want to do. I don't know which of these will become which yarn, but I have 5 different ways of how I want to do sock yarns. And all of those fiber bumps are from Felt Studio UK. That's their label. And they are all superwash in a way. So superwash merino, but this one's superwash merino, merino, and merino. They're all merino, which I don't like. I would prefer superwash BFL, but that's what they had when I ordered the yarn. And I ordered fiber, sorry. When I ordered the fiber, and I ordered this fiber, these 5 fiber bumps specifically for those sock yarns and the accompanying tutorials that I will do. So I have these 2. I know they look very similar, but there are 2 different fiber bumps in here. So there's the middle here. These are the 2 different ones. Then the other 2 are these. And then I have this one. I'm gonna do 5 different ways of spinning sock yarn with these 5 braids. And I will do a video tutorial series for my Patreon with that. But I will of course show all the things that I spun on YouTube in a normal video for everybody. So that's what I have planned so far. But there's already things I noticed I didn't take into consideration. So first of all, I don't think that is too much. On the other hand, 5 of those will be sock yarn, so that's going to be thin. And of the other braids, all of the braids that I have selected are superwash, which usually means that they draft quite thin. So I'm more likely looking at 8 skeins of sock yarn, which will take forever to spin. And then I have these bats for the sweater quantity, the spindle project, and the plying of that. And that's gonna take forever, which is why I put it off so long, or, you know, until now. But I cannot put it off any longer. So the thing that I have already noticed, what I did not think about 1 second, is art yarn. Nothing of the fiber I've selected is suitable for the art yarns I like to do. Or it would be kind of a waste in a way, because I don't need to have a superwash wool for art yarn, you know? So I want to use the superwash wool for sock yarn, and I need to find fiber for art yarn, because I definitely want to do some art yarns again. Last year I did a few of them, and I experimented with things, and I really want to continue doing that during Tour de Fleece. So I need to at least find 1 or 2 bats if I have any left. If not, I have to card something. And definitely want to do a core spun, because I love spinning core spun yarns. And I want to try doing one of those extremely thick coiled yarns. I keep seeing them on Instagram and they're so pretty, and I just love how they look. And I never made one because I always thought, well, what will I do with it? But I'm trying to get away from that thought, because the actual fun bit is the spinning itself. And I don't have to spin it for the next step. You know, I just can't have the spinning be the enjoyable part. And then I can use the yarn for decoration or whatever. So yeah, that's what I still need to do. I need to find fiber for art yarns. And yeah, I don't think it's too much that I have pulled out so far. We will find out. So now, other exciting things. I have created another bingo card. I created a bingo card for last year's Tour de Fleece, and I put it up on Instagram for download for everybody. And I will do that again. It's going to go into my link tree that is in my Instagram profile, but I will also leave a link to download it just down below in the description box, so you can play along. So this is what it looks like. That's the bingo card. And I'm gonna just tell you what I have put on. So, of course, the first thing that I put on is combo spinning, because this is me we're talking about here. Then we have spin more than 8 ounces in a day, cable ply, spindle spinning, singles, try a new technique, plant-based fiber, tweed, natural or undyed fiber, processed fiber, chunky weight, art yarn, chain ply, more than 3 plies, crepe yarn, spinning for a gift, soy, banana, rose, bamboo, or nettle fiber, thick and thin, row legs, spinning for socks, because, you know, it's what I plan to do, bats, camelid fiber, rare or lesser known breed, and out of your comfort zone. So that is the prompts I came up with this year. And like I said, I'm going to put it in the description box below to download. I will create a hashtag for Instagram that's probably going to be TPKS for the Passionate Spinner _TDF for Tour de Fleece bingo _2022 or something similar to that. You can find that in my Instagram feed. I will write it down there. So for the bingo card, everyone can play along, and it's just, you know, to be fun, to challenge you, to try new things, get out of your comfort zone, or do a more than 3 plies yarn. Just have fun. What I also am doing with this bingo card, if you are one of my patrons and you get a bingo, you can enter into a prize giveaway. I did that also last year, and I just thought it is super fun. So I'm going to do it again this year, and I will give away 1 prize this year for patrons who create a bingo. Create, fill in, fulfill, get. I have no idea. We don't do bingo here. So that is the bingo card. Like I said, it's going to be linked down below, but also in my Instagram profile. So that's the bingo. What else did I want to say? Oh yeah, sure. So I am going to spin those 5 skeins of sock yarn for sure, because when I thought about sock yarn spinning, at the top of my head, I could think of 5 different ways on how to ply that yarn to make it a good sock yarn. And I'm going to film tutorials while doing that. And those will be uploaded to my Patreon over the month of August, because I have decided to do a spin along, knit along for socks in September and October. I was just thinking about which months came after August. So I'm going to spin my yarns to get the tutorials ready in July. I will have the videos upload in August, and then everybody, not only patrons, but everyone who wants to and everyone who's interested, can join me for a sock spin knit along in September and October. I'm super excited about that because, like I said in the beginning, handspun socks are the best. It's the best. If you have never knit socks out of your handspun, just do it. And you don't have to spin sock weight. Just saying, you know, you can use DK weight to knit socks. It doesn't matter. Just get it done. What I'm also doing for Tour de Fleece, I am going to do daily vlogs like Vlogmas style that I did here on the channel, but I'm going to do it for Patreon only. So that's going to happen. I'm going to do a Tour de Vlog. I think that's what I'm going to call it, over on Patreon. And I will, of course, show all of my process and my progress and the yarns that I create and spin up on my Instagram. And after the tour is over, I will definitely come back here and do my wrap-up video like I always do. And I have another fun video planned between now and the ending of Tour de Fleece for this channel that is spinning related. And I'm pretty sure that during Tour de Fleece, I will not be able to do a normal podcast because usually during Tour de Fleece, I don't knit or do any other thing. I just spin, and I want to do that in the end and show you everything I made instead of coming on every week trying to remember what I had finished and what had still been on the bobbins. So I'm not doing that. So just so you know what's going to happen, I'm super excited for Tour de Fleece. I hope you're excited for Tour de Fleece. I want to know all the things you try to get done. I want to see what you're spinning. Please tag me during Tour de Fleece. I really, really do want to know. And I hope you will join me for the sock spin and knit along in fall. And that is it from me for today. Wish me luck in finding fiber for my art yarns that I just, completely forgot about until now. But it just needs to happen, right? So I will do that now and I will let you go. I hope you all have a great time and I hope you have a wonderful Tour de Fleece. And I would love for you to join into the Tour de Fleece bingo. And that is it. If you're interested in the tutorials for sock yarn spinning or of my my Tour de Vlog videos content, check out my Patreon. I'm going to leave a link down below. I also have a lot of tutorials for spinning from last year's Tour de Fleece on my Patreon. So, and lots of things that I've done since then. So if you are maybe new to spinning or you want to deepen your knowledge, I think it's worth checking out. So okay, now I'm going to go. I hope you all have a great time and I will see you definitely during Tour de Fleece with my other fun video. Bye.